Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge this Sunday afternoon for the Outcast Racing League. They got a little bitty 80 lapper to do here in Las Vegas. It's going to be a ton of fun to watch. Dana Shepard's going to be your race or your pole sitter here. Brianna Levin's going to be there in the outside pole position. James Garland and Joshua Benton will be there in row number 2. Austin Shappy back in the mix. He's going to have Wayne Garland to his outside on the start of this one. Casey Deese and Wyatt Smith will be there in that final row. Let's see. Evan says wanted to run, but the fire department has a new truck. Hey, I understand, man. Work comes, man. Work happens. Quad Fart TV. Appreciate you. You're a follower. That's awesome. Appreciate you. It's an interesting name out there for you. Hey, I don't judge. It's all good. It's all good on my end. 43, 4, 37, 69. That'll be your front 2 rows on the start of this. Here's your race information for Las Vegas. 120 miles for the track, 65 degrees on the air temperature, 20% humidity. The partly cloudy skies will play a factor. 1 mile an hour wind. It's going to be super slick for a little bit, folks. The 99-degree track temperature is what's really going to play a factor here, as that's going to be a lot hotter than an air temperature. Those tires are going to take a moment to equalize, so we'll see exactly just how much they're going to be able to run here on this 1.5-mile track. Lucky Las Vegas is going to be a ton of fun. Dana with the first 315 motors. Hey, there you go, man. Dana Shepard really killing it out there. To see everybody out there. Thank you to everybody that is tuned in tonight or today. We're gonna have a lot. Matt Swope with the like out there on Facebook. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you. He's got his second. We're counting our 500th stream throughout the next couple of days, kind of celebrating our 500th stream that happened on Thursday. But he's up to 200 already. That man is out there racing. I like it. I like it. iRacing. A great platform to not only be a part of a community, but also to be a part of a good series. These leagues are absolutely fantastic. It's just good fun. Green flag's gonna wave right about, I don't know, somewhere where there's Fred the Barney flag, man. There's the man himself. Gonna give the green flag right here. There he goes. They're up to speed. Yeah. Next gen cars, absolutely interesting to see. Oh, Wayne into the wall. Something happened to Wayne there. He had Austin Shappy going to there. It was a 47. That was Wyatt Smith going to the outside. Let's take a look. Wyatt Smith was right there. Oh, just didn't realize he was there. And an Austin Shappy. They do have a couple of fast repairs here, so they'll be able to use those, get themselves reset, start back again, and we'll see just how that works for them. Man, Sim Racers of Connecticut out there, says go Wyatt. And he didn't realize Wyatt was up there, so that kind of happened. You know, Wayne didn't want to see that. We didn't want to see that for him either. No track cams for today. Just a late start. So I didn't get the driver cams in today. So apologies about that. Normally we're pretty much on board with that. So Brianna Levin is going to be your race leader. Hopefully it's Levin and not Levin. If it's Levin, I apologize about that. But number 4 has got the Arizona T Ford Mustang ready to go. Quick little caution. They'll get their fast repairs taken care of. They do have an extra set of tires, so these drivers might be able to take that into consideration. Anthony's out there. Anthony racing on a laptop today. He said that his FPS is awful right now, but he's going to try to race anyway, which is okay. Not a big deal. We'll see what he does. Pace car is going to pace him around for a couple of more laps. Let's see what we're going to be able to do here. Let's take a look at their season points as well. Do want to take a look at that. Josh Bromfield with a small point lead out there. Bromfield out of the race today, so I know a lot of folks are out either for work or there's other things that they've got going on, but Josh Bromfield, current points leader for the series, Anthony Garland second in points. Jeff Myers is third in points. Austin Chappie fourth. Some of these drivers that are missing today's race, this will give an opportunity for those who are back there, like Chappie and Wayne Garland. Let's see, Benton's out there too. This will give an opportunity for them to get a few more points and catch back up the field. Anthony Garland will, no doubt, if he finishes the race under a good situation, he'll be able to have some extra points there. Wyatt Smith will be able to do the same thing. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Casey Deese will be able to do that. He's at 11th in points. Shappy needing some points as well. He's 4th in points. That'll give. I talk about his points. He'll be able to. Excuse me. Be able to give himself some good looks and some pressure right there. But it'll be a ton of fun. Lights should go off on the pace car this next time by, so we should see these drivers go double file on the next lap, and then we'll be back to racing here. Saving fuel. Trying to do that. 60% fuel puts these cars in pit road somewhere around, I want to say, about 30 to 35 laps, maybe 40 laps. We watched 50% fuel yesterday in the trucks take drivers 25 to 28 laps on average, but 32 is the max that they went. So I would say they'd be able to go about halfway and then come into pit road, do what you need there, and then get yourself back out there. So I'm curious. Wayne looks to be a lap down right now. Austin Shappy will be in 8th. Wyatt Smith in 7th there. Anthony Garland will be. He started from the pits, so he was going to be able to come back out and have a good time. Sinuses, folks. Sinuses. All right, light should be off on the pace car this time. We're going to go back to green flag racing here, and no doubt, just track awareness. That's all that was. Can't really jump the start and expect to try to go to the outside of somebody before the start-finish line. That's something that I saw there. Also, I did see, Wayne just didn't have an idea that he was out there. Beautiful looking cars today. Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Outcast Racing League. It'll be 75 laps to go when they cross the start-finish line. They're completing lap 5. And a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody out there that has become a part of the program over here at Signature Esports. It has just been a great series, a great time to be able to take care of this. They're on week 9 right now, and through the schedule, as they go back to green flag racing, they're going to have Pocono next week, then Talladega, Bristol, and North Wilkesboro will be the championship race in March. The 4 gets a good restart right there. Shepard going to be right behind. Shane Shepard trying to make it work, make it stink. Or sorry, Dana Shepard going to make it work. I say Shane Shepard, I mean Dana Shepard. We've watched Shane Shepard race for a minute, but Dana Shepard out there. James Garland not far off. There's the 37. Trying to hold the line, working the magic of Las Vegas. There is Joshua Benton in the 69. And right now, Dana 32.50 midline for the number 4 car. Getting back out there running. Down the backstretch. Yeah, that driver's working it. Anthony Garland in 5th, trying to close some distance down. Joshua Benton 1 second off the pace. And right now, Brianna running the wheels off of that car. 30.91. James Garland just ran a 30.54. right now on the back bumper of the 43 to the outside. Oh, gets free off the corner. No square, hits the 43. Dana goes around. Caution's going to come out, and that is the biggest helicopter I've seen in a minute. And he's going to jump to pit road. Driver in on pit road. Holy cow. Watch right here, and I think this is just getting free. As we'll watch the 37. Yep. Got free. Watch. Not much lift, but a whole bunch of fun right there. Man, oh man. Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast is our wonderful caution sponsor right there. Brianna is going to be your race leader still. And Joshua Benton back there in second. Anthony Garland in third. Wyatt Smith in fourth. Wayne should be your lucky dog. Dana Shepard's going to be out of the race. So Wayne should be your lucky dog. Wayne will come back around, get on the lead lap. Shouldn't need tires, shouldn't need fuel, should be good to go. Took that fast repair early. And we'll look at, James right there. We'll be able to, I think he went ahead and is going to look at getting a fast repair. Was able to save that car. Has a little left nose damage. 2 fast repairs makes for a good race. And an opportunity for all these drivers to be able to do something. I think Dana went ahead and jumped out of the race. Out of the race. Unfortunate circumstances. 37 just got free. That was all it was. 10 of 80. And these drivers are going to have a good time. Doubleheader for me today. As, I forgot to do it. Dana. Poor Dana. Dana's going to have the helicopter. Bam. The most illustrious award for all of iRacing right there. You don't need to win the Road to Pro Series. You just need the helicopter award. What's $100,000? Come on now. Helicopter award's so much better than it's free. I love it. All right, folks. We're going to go back to it here. Second caution of the afternoon. Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast is going to be all over any podcast platform that you have out there. They are currently working on the Lord of the Rings series on their podcast. It's been very, very cool, very interesting to watch or to listen to these guys. I watched them, or I listened to them on Spotify. You can find them on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, all the places out there where you can get your podcasts put there. Absolutely fantastic, folks. And awesome that they get out there and they support the iRacing community because we're all just nerds doing nerd things. That's what I do here. All good fun. Brianna, Josh, Anthony, Wyatt, Austin, Casey East. There's James and Wayne in the back. So all the drivers still in the field are going to be on the lead lap. And Dana Shepard's going to be out of the race, which is not so. Figured Dana would have been able to do that. And opportunities later on, as the track would have cooled down, to gain some time and some of those laps back. I know towing is such a long process here that it's kind of unfortunate, but it does happen that way. EDS Graphics is going to be one of the sponsors here for the Outcast Racing League. Good fun, good run for EDS Graphics. You'll be able to find them on Facebook. And, of course, you can talk to them in the Discords and all that stuff that when they're out there. Much love to the EDS Graphics boys. And thank you for being a part of the Outcast Racing League. My doubleheader tonight, Duck Press Media Solutions. strictly stock motorsports truck series. Where they gonna be at? I was looking at their all the schedules for today and what we were doing, but I didn't look at where they're at today. I do believe they're at Darlington. Oh, they are at Darlington, the Darlington 200. And that will get started about 7:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 Eastern. That would be when the race starts. So that's going to be awesome. We've watched some great Darlington racing all week long. So I'm excited to go back there one more time. And then tomorrow night, the IVRL series, HMG Innovations Truck Series, will back at it again. Pace car is going to dive off into pit road. And I think the IVRL is going to be somewhere in the... Man, they've added drivers. Green flag. Where are they going to be at? Ooh, 47 with the 69 at Benton. Wyatt Smith trying to work his way back to the front. 69 of Josh Benton's going to have Anthony Garland right there as well. Garland down low. Got to take it easy. It's a little early. And right now, you're letting Brianna run away. Josh Benton working it. There's Wyatt Smith to the inside of Anthony Garland, but Anthony Garland not giving up the lane. Mid lane does run here in these cars. These cars so aerodynamically dependent. And right now that number 4 just cruising. Wyatt Smith getting around Anthony Garland in the hunt for Josh Benton right here. The Wild Aces 69 of Josh Benton. Trying to utilize that mid and high lane. You can run the high line for quite a while here. It saves a little bit of your tire. Right now, Austin Shappy with a little bit of nose damage, 15 of 80. Might be saving that for the KCD's having an issue. He is off track again. I think getting free out of the corner. So KCD's is going to be, man, losing a ton of time right now. Let's see what happened there. Wonder if he just looped it around. Got some right side. Oh, he did. He just looped it around. Woo, man. I'm certainly surprised that that didn't bring out a caution. Wyatt Smith runs the fastest lap of the race. And 1.2 seconds the difference between, the 69 free off of 2. I talked about tire temperatures and track temperatures. It's really slick out there right now, and that's kind of one of the big factors here for this race. And that track temperature is hotter than the air temperature. This is what you find to be the issue. 17 of 80 for these drivers as Brianna starts to make some things work. The number 4, grabbing some Arizona tea. Anthony Garland running the fastest lap of the race, 30.33. I think it's just save time. And then full send a little bit later on, driving the Maximus Sports Cards Toyota Camry out there. It does support me and my streams too, so much love to him. KCD's coming off pit road now. He's 2 laps down, but he's got a brand new car, so that's absolutely phenomenal. A chance to make that work. Wayne Garland, 4 seconds off. He brings up the tail end of that field, but can still be aggressively faster. There's the 37 of James Garland. As you see, these cars really, really start to push. Right now, Ford out front. And some time being caught back up by Wyatt Smith. Down at the bottom of the apron. There's the look from Wyatt. Look behind Wyatt. The line not so different for these drivers, roughly about 2 seconds. That had to be made back up, 1.5 to 2 seconds, now down to 0.8 of a second as Brianna starts to have that tire wear become a factor. Wyatt Smith, 30.56 on the last lap. Joshua Benton right there in third. See, Wyatt, this makes sense to me a little bit that he's catching right here, but I will say that doing that little bit of battling earlier, even for just a couple of laps, should show a difference on the tires between the two. And right now, about 9/100ths of a second, the lap times gained. 1 and 2, a little bit better for Wyatt Smith, and Brianna making up time in 3 and 4. So that's kind of where they're looking to find some difference here. 3 and 4, really good for, you see the time relative right there. Brianna, very good in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, not as good. There is Austin Shappy, the 45, goes behind. And that is all due to that nose damage. And as these tires start to wear, that's exactly what we're going to be seeing here. There's the 37, has a no square on the back. There is Anthony Garland. He is trying to put some pressure on Josh Benton now. These two drivers are starting to catch the front two as well. Wyatt Smith closing down some distance. They ran pretty much same exact times. I wonder if Brianna got a little bit free right there because about half second lost. Brian, thank you for the like out there, brother. Appreciate you very much, Mr. Brian Ricker. 23 of 80. Wyatt Smith trying to pull the lead away from Brianna. Joshua and Benton under fire from Anthony Garland. Benton climbs down. Hits about the mid lane there. Exits about 2.2 seconds. And right now Wyatt Smith in the solidly in the draft of Brianna as the number 4 car. Really trying to push here. Really trying to settle in and find the groove. And this is going to be about green flag pit stops, getting down to pit road. Brianna Levin, A-class driver with a 2.48 safety rating, 953 on the iRating. Wyatt Smith, 1191 on the iRating, an A-class 2.32 on the safety. Joshua Benton, B-class 2.33 with the 69 right there. Anthony Garland, 1690 on the iRating with a A-class 306 safety rating. James still coming up through the ranks. He is a D-class driver now, starting to work on his officials. Doing a pretty darn good job of it. Casey Dees just ran his fastest lap this last lap, so he's starting to apply some pressure. He's about second faster than the field right now. Brianna, 31.25 on the last lap, allowing Wyatt Smith to catch up here. And the 4 now starting to utilize some of that exit technique that we saw some of the other drivers do. A little bit free off corner exit, so Wyatt Smith is going to try to find a way around the 4 here. 4's going to have to defend the corner, up and into the corner. The 4 does go. Watch that natural. That is a natural line, a natural exit. And Wyatt Smith now going to have to try to gain some traction here and try to utilize the race line here. Try to make this pass. You got to set up the passes here at Las Vegas. If a driver gets free in front of you, you either do one of two things. You either go around or you lift just a little bit, reset yourself, because they just got a little bit, they just took a little bit of wear on their tires. And right now the 4 doing just that. 4 has a great line off of 1 and 2 now. So 1 and 2 a little bit better, but the draft, like I said, being so important here, these two drivers will still keep themselves in line. 4, 47, 69, 81, 84. Vulcan break for hydrate. Appreciate you guys and gals out there watching. We'll leave it right here. Smith out front, half second now as Brianna picks up second. Wayne Garland up to third. He's in a slew of pack. There's Joshua Benton there as well. Wayne trying to utilize Las Vegas as a good way to find a top three. He's doing a phenomenal job. He got involved early in that situation on that first lap, but now able to capitalize, and from the back to the front he works. Joshua Benton right there in fourth. Anthony Garland in fifth. James Garland in sixth. Casey Deese now still trying to work those 2 laps back, and Austin Shappy was able to come to pit road, got some things fixed, it does look like, but he's still working. Wyatt Smith, 0.6 of a second fall off between the 2 drivers, not too bad. Brianna still sucking up the draft behind, a little bit free, I do believe. Speeds a little bit faster for Brianna, so that gap now closing back down. Wyatt Smith trying to go up high, down low into the corner. Still utilizing too much of that racetrack right there. And now soaking back in the number 4 car. 37 of 80. Green flag pit stop shouldn't happen any time. And right now, Wayne Garland, who has a little bit fresher of a situation and only a couple of lap fresher tires, is trying to make this work. 2 seconds gain. Wayne faster than everybody by about half second. Wyatt Smith trying to put on some pressure here. Has some gains right there out of 1 and 2. Brianna in 3 and 4 needs to close that 3/10. I think Brianna might have just ran a little bit too hard there early on, and that might have burnt up the tires. Right now, Wayne's starting to catch the number 4. And Joshua Benton doing the same thing. The race leaders are starting to find some of these drivers that kind of took their time, starting to catch them. And right now, that is the way it looks. Wayne Garland trying to make a good line here. Here's a look at pit road. As Wayne comes to pit road, he's gonna come in a little bit early here. It's down to speed. Second gear. Wyatt Smith out front. This is a look from the leader here. .40 of 80. Wayne, the faster driver out there. Wyatt trying to do the same thing. Brianna off pace right now. Looks like pit road's going to be exactly that. Entrance to pit road. Very tricky. Joshua Benton coming to pit road right behind Brianna. Anthony Garland will take over second here as the Toyota goes to work. 4 seconds needed to be gained. Wyatt Smith somehow only has a 1 second fall off. Over the course of 40 laps, that's pretty insane. Normally we're seeing, even with these newer cars, 1.4 to 1.8, almost 2 second fall off over 40 laps. Even though they had a couple of cautions there, the fall off just seems like it wasn't there. Anthony Garland right about where the fall off mark should be, 31.9, but that is just how it works. That's just how I see things. Right now, Smith on pit road. Anthony Garland trying to pick up some pace. 42 of 80. He came to pit road a little earlier there, so he's going to be able to try to make that his own. Here's a low line to pit road, so he's going to be into pit road. Brianna coming back out off of pit road and trying to gain a lap back. Wyatt Smith is going to be coming off pit road this time by Brianna. Looks like she's going to be up to speed here and going to put Wyatt Smith way off the pace. Whoa, James comes off pit road, loops it around right there, so he's going to have some damage. Anthony Garland, I think Anthony missed his pit stop there. So Brianna is going to have a whole lot of speed here. And Anthony Garland now getting pit cycle. Anthony had the pace there to be out front. But now Brianna has a whole lot of time. 43 of 80 being completed. Joshua Benton right behind the 28 of Casey Deese. As Casey slides up the racetrack, drives into the corner. Casey Deese is going to be a lap down at the moment. Casey came to pit road on 15. Will need to come to pit road here in the next 4 to 5 laps. And right now, this is the speed. Brianna 31.09. Joshua Benton 30.77. Wyatt Smith 31.23. Looks like, Wayne Garland off of 1 and 2. It's one of the drivers I was looking at coming to pit road, and man, Wayne having issues right there. 24.5 seconds now. Brianna, 3 seconds. Wyatt Smith getting around Casey Deese, loses about a second there. Don't count him out just yet. Just a lot of racing. 35 laps to go when we hit the start-finish line, and that will be what Brianna looks at here. Lazaro, thank you for the like out there. Much love to you. Appreciate you on Facebook. You're a killer. Thanking all the folks out there on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Signature Esports, the platform for all three racing, all 3 channels. Racing on all 3, and we do our gaming on Twitch. It's because I like to see Twitch be what it is. Joshua Benton, not far off the pace right here. Two and a half seconds. I wonder if Brianna might be just saving here, trying to take some time and find some groove. Wyatt Smith, 5.7 seconds back, was fast, but now, but now not really holding too much on there. So Joshua Benton having a good race. Brianna having a good race. 2.3 to be gained here. Joshua trying to send it around the corner. Brianna last lap 30.86. Joshua Benton 30.5. Wyatt Smith 30.85. A little bit gained on Smith there, but we'll see this time by what the lap time is. 31.16. Brianna 30.77. It was insane to see Wyatt's lap times, and now it's kind of the opposite. I wonder if Wyatt is really saving, because 30 laps is a long time around this racetrack, and when they're coming to the end of the race, kind of makes me think that might be saving right there. 5.6 to the gain. Joshua Benton 30.6 and 1.8 seconds back. Brianna 31. Maybe he's trying to save some fuel here. Because not going as hard as what they were to begin with. Last 5 lap times for the race leader. Benton gaining a couple of laps super fast. And then it's conservative 47, 48, 49. We'll see what conservative looks like here. Again, on lap 50. Yes, about the same. Only fluctuating about a tenth. Joshua Benton 1.7 seconds back. Smith starting to gain now as we get into the later part of this race. Wyatt Smith to Anthony Garland. Anthony Garland better on the rest of the laps. 48 Garland better on 46 and 48, 47, 49, and 50. Better for Wyatt Smith. I think Anthony is just trying to have a good race. If you're racing on the laptop, that stuff can be just pretty tough. A little right side damage forward to the 37. Shappy gaining on that driver. Both these drivers lap down at the moment. Casey Deese leaving pit road. And there is Brianna into number 4, 2 seconds to gain. Joshua Benton falling off pace just a little bit, and Wyatt Smith now starting to gain. I think Wyatt's now starting to push the envelope. 30.65 on the last lap. I talked about saving, and that's pretty much what I'm seeing out of this. 4.4 seconds. Brianna's going to have a full send for about 27 laps here now, as Wyatt's really turning on the gas. 0.4 gained on the last lap. As we start to roll. EDS Graphics, absolutely phenomenal series here for the Outcast Racing League. And they're going to Pocono next week. They have to have a little chit-chat with these guys and just see exactly. I know they're going to have another series. I know they're going to have another race schedule coming up. Have to see what these folks are going to be doing. That'll be the first series that will end early. And I was looking at my schedule. NASCAR East Coast Racing League, their schedule goes all the way until May 3rd. That's Atlanta. They're getting into the latter parts of their race this week. They're going to be at Michigan and then Daytona next week. And that's on Tuesday night. Winston Throwback Series. They should be somewhere in the, I believe they're getting close to about halfway, at least halfway. The Wheels America Cup Series, they're going to be going for, I think, a total of 15 weeks. I think that's what it is. So that's a ton of fun. I'm looking at the schedule real quick. They're going to go all the way to May 26th. New Hampshire's going to be their final race. 25 laps to go. And the 4 starting to apply some track time pressure. 32.18 for Joshua Benton. 31.22 for Wyatt Smith. 31.63 for Brianna. Woo! Caution comes out. Casey Deese loops it around. And Joshua Benton involved as well. Holy cow. Something happened there. Let's look. Uh-oh. Do that. Casey Deese was free. The 4 goes around, and the 28, man, still rolling on the track, and Joshua Benton unable to avoid that. Man, Josh was having such a great race too. On pit road, Brianna's going to be a race leader. I believe these drivers might come get some tires. I don't know that they're going to need fuel, but if they do, take a splash along with your tires, you should be good. Make that car light, free, fast, and rolling. Caution. Good old nerds doing nerd things. We all are nerds doing nerd things. Josh, love you, buddy. I do. For all intents and purposes. But there you go. Brianna taking tires. I do believe that Wyatt got to pit road a little bit faster there, so Wyatt might win this race off pit road. We will see. Take that back. Brianna's going to win this race off pit road. 22 laps to go. Wyatt Smith will be in second. Anthony Garland out third here. James will be your lucky dog. And a chance for James to come to pit road and take that fast repair that he has. With 22 laps to go. Austin Chappie will get a free pass here, so Austin should be back on the lead lap as well if he decides to take it. Casey Deese coming out. Ooh, 4. Trying to close some distance here. 22 to go. Brianna, Wyatt, Insanity. See what happens. Strictly Stock, what's up? Good to see you out there, buddy. Third caution of the race for the guys. We're gonna have those guys tonight. Was just talking about those folks just a few moments ago. Ready to see what Darlington's gonna be able to be presented here. That's gonna be an interesting race. We like Darlington. It's been great all week long. Hopefully they can. Of course, we want to see them live up to the hype of Darlington. Darlington just it's a good racetrack. It's a ton of fun. Brianna, Wyatt, Anthony G, James on pit road. I think James is just getting some of the damage repair. They had 2 fast repairs. I'm surprised they didn't take it. There's Josh Benton. He is getting a fast repair. He's going to be 2 laps down. Casey Deese scored 3 laps down right now, but that doesn't really make any sense. So Josh is going to come off pit road. There's the 45 of Austin Shappy. He's going to be back on the... He's going to be a lap down, but he's got a brand new car, so that's at least working into his advantage. Well, I tell you what, it must be Sinus Sunday. Got a bunch of rain last night, and it's supposed to storm again today. And when it started raining, my nose just started draining, and it was awful. 20 laps to go. And it is sin time. James Garland, some of that right side taken care of. Wyatt Smith trying to win the race to the pace car. There's Brianna on the inside. I'm rooting for Brianna here in the number 4. Also rooting for good finish, good clean finish. First time on the racetrack. We like seeing first time winners, right? That's what I'm looking at. And for being the first race in the series here, it's pretty awesome. 4, 47, 81, 37, 45. 4 goes. 47 is going to drop low already behind the 4. Green flag for 19 more laps. And they are ready and rolling. Anthony Garland in 3rd. James Garland trying to pick up the pace here. Gets right behind Casey Deese, who was 3 laps down. Joshua Benton 2. No doubt Josh is looking for some extra laps here. And Austin Shappy trying to get back on the lead lap, because Austin can be very fast here. James went to pit road. So I wonder if he... Oh, the 4's free. 4 went full send out of the corner. The new tires pulling a factor. Wyatt Smith carries the corner. Anthony Garland trying to work his way around. Anthony, no doubt, trying to apply some pressure here. To the outside he goes. Side by side these drivers are. Casey Deese off track. Anthony Garland, fastest lap of the race, ran this lap. 30.3. And not done. 4 back up in the mix as well. Rihanna says, I'm not done. Wyatt says, I'm not done. 17 laps. There's a whole lot of real estate and a whole lot of racing. Wyatt Smith working it. Anthony Garland, 0.3 of a second gained now, 0.4 out of the corner. Brianna pulls back into second. That little bit of freeness. Now Brianna runs her fastest lap, 30.37 there. That last time by, so no doubt a little bit of a mistake going. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. 15 laps to go, and as the track temperature has cooled, it was 99 at the start. I kind of want to take a look and see what the weather is now. Track temperature 91 degrees. So the track temperature cools, and then guess what? Speeds start to increase. Like Anthony Garland, 30.28. Austin Shappy around on the backstretch on 65, down low, so there's no issue there. 14 to go. Anthony G trying to work it here. A little bit free. Got a little bit spicy on the tires right there. Wyatt Smith ran a 30.22. Right now it's full send time, right? Wyatt has the fastest lap. I don't think anybody else is going to be able to do any better than that. That is insane. Anthony Garland down front. Brianna, 13 laps to go, trying to close some distance down as well. So is Wyatt Smith. This is all about that racing line. Anthony Garland might just try to utilize that high line and keep those tires at bay. Brianna closes some distance on the front stretch. Wyatt Smith closes down a little bit too. Anthony G, midline to the high side. 4 is going to be right there with him. 81.447. The 4 not done. That little slip up on the corner. Going to work this line right there. Anthony Garland trying to keep it clean. Works the high lane. Brianna utilizing the low lane. 11 laps to go. Still a lot of racing. Wyatt Smith still on full send mode here. Trying to close down some of that speed. Was about a full second back, and within a lap is that's what I talk about, draft dependency. Within a lap is gained all of that time back and then some. Wyatt just running fast, running really fast. That clean air pushes that nose down, so the people who benefit are the drivers behind, especially in the middle. Random loose snap, 8 minutes are required. That's awful, man. That's awful. That's no fun. You know, y'all are going to Pocono next week. We know how I like Pocono. We may talk to Anthony G. We may have to broadcast this race as I sit in a cockpit and fly around the track. I don't know. We'll see. I would love to run. I would love to run with you guys just because you guys are just awesome. Wyatt Smith, full send, trying to win this race. 30.74. Brianna, 31.14. Anthony G, 31.05. 3 drivers on the lead lap within a second of each other. And Wyatt Smith, 4 into the wall, out of the exit there. That is way unfortunate. Wayne off track. Wayne Garland off track. Oh, man. Love watching Pocono, but it's rough. Pocono can be fun. Pocono just got to practice, and that's part of all of this is just got to practice. Late issues for the 4. Wyatt Smith's going to walk away with this one with 7 laps to go. I don't know that there's any speed to be gained. There's the 4 right next to the 81. Both of these drivers have damage, I guess.
Ford just seems like she's trying to hold on to that speed. Anthony Garland, 31.86 on the lap time there. Brianna, 31.90. So still able to keep up, even with that heavy right side damage. Wyatt Smith clean through the track. And 5 laps to go. Four to go. Anthony Garland in second. Brianna Levin in third. Josh Benton in fourth. And Josh 2 laps down. James Garland 2 laps down. This is a battle between these two. They're about 8.5 seconds apart. Casey Deese 4 laps down. Austin Shappy on pit road. He said he was done. It's a shame, Austin. It happens. Wayne Garland 16 laps off the pace, but he is still working. Wayne drops into the corner right there with a 47. This is smart. This will help. 47 is going to be there to the bottom. The chance for Anthony to gain a little bit of time right there. Teammates helping teammates. All good. It was clean. 47, 275, 31.38. Last lap time this time by a little bit slower. Yeah, to deal with some lap traffic there. 2 laps to go for Wyatt Smith. And it's going to come down to one final turn, one final lap. White flag's going to wave here. And a good little run. Wyatt Smith's been fast since joining the series. 17th in points. Not really a chance for a championship here, but still trying to learn and enjoy. Maybe take it into to a second season to compete there and win it here at Las Vegas. Anthony Garland will come home second. Brianna will come home third. Benton and James Garland, fourth and fifth. Casey Deese will have sixth locked in. Austin Shappy will finish seventh. And Wayne Garland will come around and finish eighth. Dana Shepard will be ninth. That'll be your field. Wyatt Smith will burn it down on the backstretch. Congratulations to the driver. Appreciate everybody joining in for the Sunday afternoon race. And it would be hard-pressed to say that longevity on those tires, even with 20 laps to go when they had that last caution, it wouldn't play a factor. So most definitely want to take a look at the race results. As Wyatt Smith wins it here, let's maybe overall. Come on. Thank you. There we are. Wyatt Smith, your race winner. Anthony Garland second. Brianna Levin, however you say that, I will ask to be sure. The number 4 comes home third. Benton Garland, James Garland in fourth and fifth. KCD sixth. Austin Shappy will finish seventh. Wayne Garland eighth. Dana Shepard in ninth. Appreciate everybody out there. Thank you so much to all the folks. EDS Graphics. Thank you to Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast being a part of what I do over here. And it's been a ton of fun. It's been a great race. We'll definitely have to see how everybody does later on. Appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one, folks.